It's a really imperative now that we at 2016 are starting to look to the future. We're starting now to understand that our workplaces are going to be very different.
The students today are going to exist in a global environment, and it's very important that university courses reflect that.
So the Global Mobility Project has enormous value in future offerings.
So we've got quite a diversity of different students from different parts of Australia who come together, and there's a real hive of activity between the students.
Our case study was about increasing our regional students' aspirations around global mobility.
I was enabled to go to India via New Colombo scholarship. I was given the opportunity for that from the Global Canopy project.
It was about getting our students to think beyond being engineers in one particular region.
The project has enabled me to get an international experience and see how engineering is applied in a different context.
So it's really about thinking about engineering as a way of thinking that doesn't have to be confined to a local context.
It really opened my eyes and really changed my perspective on what engineering actually is.
Last year, when I was approached by the Global Canopy project team and asked me if I can incorporate the project into my course, and I thought it could actually be offering a very good opportunity for my students.
The focus was to open our minds up to the idea of possibly studying and working in Asian countries. I learned a lot about the economy, the Asian economy, and it's definitely, there's a big future there in terms of fashion, the fashion industry.
So we chose countries that has significance with Australian textile, fashion and the footwear industry.
It kind of opened my mind up to the possibility of possibly working there in the future.
And from my point of view, I can see students actually more engaged.
Yeah, we have a Western Sydney University stall on global mobility.
Our showcase store today is pretty much looking at the global context, I guess, of how students from Australia work overseas, seeing the differences, the challenges that we face, the things that we can relate working in a different country, and what we can bring back to here pretty much.
It was invaluable, and the technological knowledge they gained was impossible to get in Australia.
Going overseas, I've gained a number of different experiences and skills I feel I should be able to bring back here and implement successfully. I believe this greater insight will help me integrate well in the global community.
I'm one of the case studies that's part of the Global Canopy project. I have with me a group of 4 students who have just returned from India. They've now reached a point where they're much more likely than before to go to Asia, and indeed in this case India, not only for a travel experience but in fact to work, to perhaps settle down and have a career.
It makes you a lot more confident. It's also inspired me to think of my future career outside of Australia.
Look, today's been a fantastic opportunity to showcase the experiences that the student had and to demonstrate how all of these various case studies have come together, and it's been a great learning experience.
I think this project has immense value because it really gets undergraduates thinking about their place in the world.
It gives them international kind of exposure. Students say it's an eye-opening, a mind-opening experience for them.
Overall, I feel this experience has been fantastic.
It's also inspired me to think of my future career outside of Australia.
I've learned things about myself, and I've certainly gained new skills.
And basically I kind of understand that anything is possible in terms of where I work and what I can do.
It's something that could really be beneficial for many different subjects and courses across the board.
I think it's vitally important that our students are prepared for a global workforce and a global career. These sorts of initiatives are going to be greatly important to the future of education at universities in Australia.